Previously in hulCAWmania.
Alright, demon. Now where is Jane Tolentino?
Next day. And you are? Who are you?
I'm Miss Peters, Molly Peters, but you can just call me Molly for short. Now you might be wondering on why I'm suddenly here. I was looking for somebody actually. You have a friend named Isaiah, am I correct?
Wait. Hold on a minute. Isaiah did mention a girl in his dreams. I assumed that I didn't know he had a wife. So what brings you here aside from finding my partner?
I was actually looking for a job as a scientist. I mean, I would do whatever I can to help. I heard of parallel dimensions that exist beyond our realm. I dreamt about two versions of my long-lost husband. So I came here to get some answers.
This just doesn't add up. Isaiah didn't mention about having a wife. For all I know, he had been single ever since we met, and he was rather young for his age to have a wife when we first met. However, if you want an application, talk to my partner Detective Orven. She will fill you in all the details.
1,000 thanks, Detective Ricefields.
Alright, is there a reason you invited me here, Mayaka?
I can't believe that you would pick Sophie over me. Why am I not surprised?
Mayaka, you made it pretty clear that you didn't want to be my girlfriend back then. So clearly I moved on from that. And you do know I did have a wife, Quinn Young. Does that ring a bell? Also, Sophie is my partner and my friend.
I don't buy it. Quinn Young doesn't exist, Tanaka. She's all in your head. Are you out of your mind? This crazy fantasy of yours. It's all in your head. Deal with it.
Great. Another one of those so-called realists. Well, clearly you're blind to this world that only a few of us can see. You and your lack of imagination. And you clearly don't notice your own voice? You talk like a Google translator, for God's sakes. I don't remember you having that voice. Seriously. Meanwhile.
Greetings. Welcome to Cafe Creations. What would you like to order? We also offer a create your own frap for only $10.
I'll have the... Wait a minute. Molly? Is that you? You work in a coffee shop. And what's with the lab coat?
Excuse me? Sir, but how do you know my name? I've been a scientist all my life, also working part-time job. So unless you want to order something, there are other customers waiting at the back. Also, you look quite familiar. I've seen you before. I know it. Didn't you wear orange a lot?
Of course. You're the Molly of this world. I'm sorry, my apologies, ma'am, but I just confused you as my girlfriend. She also has the same name as you.
What? You mean to say that there is another me? So you must be. You know what? Let's talk this over once my shift is done.
Agree. I'd love to explain to you the crazies of this world. Now, I'm going to have just a regular frap. Thank you for your time, ma'am. Later that night.
Alright. Here we are. Truth is, I have a long-lost husband named Isaiah Peters. And you seem to remind me a lot about him the moment I saw you walk in the coffee shop this morning.
Interesting. So in my world, or where I came from, you're my girlfriend, but in here, you're supposedly my wife.
So that means you are him. You are my husband's alternate counterpart. I'm curious though. How am I in the world? Is there any difference with me there? I'm not a scientist there wearing a lab coat, am I?
Not really, no. You are, however, fighting alongside me in a great war that's happening right now. I know I am supposed to go back to my world, but I did say I was going to explore your world to get more answers.
You know what? Count me in. I want to see your world too and encounter my other self. A conversation with oneself seems intriguing.
As much as I don't want to put this version of you in danger, I'll think about it. It's a dangerous world out there in my home world, but we could definitely use a scientist on our side.